Thank you for stopping into my studio. My name is Jerry. I'm a filmmaker and educator, and today we're going to learn about diptychs and triptychs, and we're going to use Canva to put them all together. So grab some photos and let's get started. So all you're going to need is 2 to 3 images to make this project, and you're trying to think about how they're going to get combined together. So what is this photo saying and what is this photo saying? Can I play with something that is opposite or the same? What can I work together? In a previous tutorial, I turned one of my photos from color to black and white, and so that's all I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to make a diptych out of those 2 images where they kind of blur together. So let's look at that together. So what we're going to need to do first is we're going to upload some photos. So I'm just going to drag them right on top of the image and let them plop on there. So you'll see that they're being uploaded and they're putting them inside of my uploads folder. And I have all my images here. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to just play with the black and white and the color one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the color one in here. Let's move this up maybe to the top left. And then I'm gonna put the black and white one that I edited, and I'm gonna move it to the bottom right. And what I'm gonna attempt to do now is I'm gonna try to get something that kind of overlaps and plays around with it. And I don't know what this is gonna be because I'm just trying to learn as I go. I don't know what I wanna exactly say yet. And that's probably where you're at as well. You're probably trying to think of like, what do these 2 images have in common? And so you could do this as easily as literally stacking them on top of each other, making them the full size, and then you could just delete half of it. So there you go. That is literally as easy as a diptych could be. You could just be 2 images next to each other. And so if I wanted to do something that was 3 images next to each other, I could even drop this one on top of it. That's the 3rd one here. And maybe I take it from the top. And so now I can show from the top. And so now I have 3 images interacting with each other. I have a black and white one. I have one that I've desaturated. I have one that's still in color. And so I could play with those things. And what I want to do is I want to just keep this second here. And today we're going to play around with some frames. And so we're going to go into the elements here. And I'm just going to type in frame. And so now you're going to see that in the frames category here, we have a lot of different things that we could play with it. You'll even see that we have some diptychs and triptychs. And so this is from a movie. So maybe we play with this framing right here. So I'm going to get rid of these again. Boom, boom. And I'm going to make this full size on my 8x10 paper. And here we go. So now to use these frames, all we're going to do is we're going to go back into our uploads, and then we can literally drag them back into these holes. And so I have, technically, that is a triptych now. So I have 3 images here. I'm only putting part of them in. So think about what you're trying to say. This is from a movie for my version of it. So maybe I want it to be like this, but maybe you don't like that. So let's go back into the elements and see what else we have here. We have just a basic diptych. So we could just go back into, I'm going to delete all of these again. Actually, let's just make a duplicate of it. So if you're playing around with some stuff, you might be able to actually just go in and make multiple versions of it. Maybe you like these kind of things. And so I'm gonna put them in there. You can see that there's things that are left out. So I could make with that, and then maybe the background is color. And so I put the background in there, boom, boom. And then I can move this back. So I can right click, layer, and then I can say send to back. And now I have an image over an image. So I could literally line these images back up. And now I technically have my diptych. So I have an image on top of an image. I could play around with whatever I want. I could put more photos in the bottom. I could put less photos in the bottom. I could put more things to the side. I could put my name. I could print it off and then write on top of it. So the sky is kind of the limit of whatever you want to do with these. So play around with the frames, play around with multiple images. Maybe you got inspired here and now you want to print off your photos and cut them out and make your diptych by hand. It's totally up to you. Play around in Canva, have fun, and if there's something specific you'd like to learn about the program, just drop it in the comments below and I'll make sure to make a tutorial for it. So I hope you have a beautiful day, do something nice for someone, and I will see you next time. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. There's more like it. I hope you have a beautiful day, do something nice for someone, and I will see you next time.